But Margaret like that, you know, she can get up and pass by her room, and she don't talk to her sister.
Mm-hmm. I know.
But she'll tell the dog, oh, hello, good morning, my little puppy, I love you. And to the sister, nothing. She can be cruel.
Oh, I know. She's a little tough
Oh,
one.
she's a tough cookie. She runs that show.
No, they're not. Shut up. I'm
She'll
getting
go
tired
get
of
her
you.
broomstick, you gonna eat them.
I know.
Gotta watch her.
Okay, so basically, I brought you in to just kind of just discuss
Mm-hmm.
um, like some of Becky's concerns, and then like Marge and Ed. And I think that when we the face to face is better. And so if Michelle becomes a permanent caregiver, which I think she will because they liked her,
Right.
and I know Jenny liked her too.
I like her
then
too. She's nice.
that's good. So we'll bring her in too and just kind of discuss these things with her also.
Okay.
So like the first thing, Becky, she sent me an email late last night, and she said that I guess when she called and spoke to Jenny last night.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, I guess she spoke to her about them wanting to put her into a nursing home, and then you were telling her like about them leaving the lights on, the door open, freezer open, stuff like that.
Yeah, he left the freezer door open one
Right.
night. Everything thawed out.
Yeah, because he forgets.
Yeah.
But Becky still feels like, she said that she feels like you're like slowly getting like too personally involved with Jenny. Like she felt like from the conversation that it's kind of like you're taking sides, and she feels like if the things that you're saying in front of Jenny, that's becoming stuck in her head to make her think certain ways about Marge. So she said, like, instead of agreeing, like if Jenny, I know Jenny talks to you about stuff because I've heard
Yeah.
it when I was there, but like if Jenny is speaking to you about stuff like, oh, I think they're just going to put me in a nursing home, it's fine to calm her down and say, well, we don't know what's going to happen, but don't think about it, things of that.
That's what I tell
But
her all the time. Don't think about it. You
yeah,
don't know nothing now.
and that's true.
And they don't know. I
Yeah,
said, just let it go. Calm down.
yeah, but
I tell her, you want to go outside? Go sit outside. It's a beautiful day.
yeah,
Yeah, I want to live here. I'm depressed. I hurt. My tummy hurts. I'm nauseated. Give me the Pepto-Bismol. In the past 2 weeks, she's gone through 3 jars of Pepto-Bismol.
because of her stomach, and it's really just nerves.
Yeah, that's all it is. You know, she throws up, and diarrhea and diarrhea.
So, but she just wants you to.
I don't take sides. Really, I don't.
Yeah, I know, but that's what Becky thinks from the conversation.
Yeah.
So we have to respect them as, for one, we're an agency that they hired to provide the care.
And that's what I tell her. I can't tell you what to do.
Yeah.
I says, if you don't want to take your medicines this morning, she didn't want to take her medicines. Her blood pressure was very high today. The lady that came to work with her, physical therapist, said that she didn't want to touch her because her blood pressure is so high. But she's been crying for 2 days, and she stresses me out too, gives me a headache because she cries and cries and cries and cries. But then Marge doesn't help the matter. She comes in, she already went in this afternoon and let her have it because she wouldn't get out of bed and all that.
Right. And I understand that, but it's like
But I don't get between them.
Yeah,
I don't
and
tell them
what,
nothing,
like,
you know. I go to
Becky
my
said
room.
that Marge and Jenny have been feuding since they were 13 years old.
Yeah.
So that's like whatever their personal family, that's
That's their business.
We don't need to be involved in it. If Marge comes in there, when I was over there, she came rolling down the hallway, just going off on her, and I just sat there and I didn't say anything. And Jenny asked me, "You see what I have to go through?" I didn't respond. I didn't say I didn't say nothing. I got quiet, and she said, "Are you there?" And I said, "I'm here." And you just leave it as that. But I don't know exactly what you
That's
said
what I do.
or Becky said, but from the conversation Becky got last night, she feels like your responses are more of taking sides. So just be cautious of that.
Well, and then today, Becky, the nurse that comes in there, told her something, and she says, "Oh, you're taking their sides now." So she wanted to get her out of bed, and she didn't want to get up. And she said, "You're taking their side now. You're not." I thought why do you do that to me? I thought you were on my side.
Mhm.
She always tells you that.
And if she tells you that, a way to veer away from that is to say, I'm just doing my job, and my job is to make sure that you're comfortable, get you up and active, and that's it. I'm not taking your side, and I'm not taking Marge's side, and just leave it at that.
And then she'll tell me, Jenny tells me, do not help them. If they fall, let them be on the ground. Let them call 911 to pick them up. You don't leave my side. You stay here.
Mhm.
And she told me she was going to talk to Michelle about it too. Do not be over there. You're not being paid to be over there entertaining them and having conversations with them and having your dinner with them. You're paid to get over here and be with me. Have your dinner with me. Eat your sandwiches, whatever you eat there. Come eat your sandwiches with me
Right.
in my room.
Mhm.
That's where I take my meals
Yeah.
with her.
But y'all are there to take care of her, not Ed and Marge. So I know if they want y'all to come and sit with them, you can just say, Jenny wants me to sit in here and
And
leave it
she
at that.
asked me, she'll tell me, you don't have to stay in that room. You can come out. Well, you know what? I really enjoyed Jenny's company.
Mhm.
And we both watch the show, and we have our TV on an okay level. They have it way up high.
They can't hear.
Yeah.
So the next thing that we discussed was that Ed and Marge feel like their house is being invaded. She complained about you doing their laundry, and I told her, I said, you're probably just taking the initiative to help, but anything pertaining to
Well,
Ed and Marge, just don't
And a person
Don't do it.
that's their life. Like, they're already having a problem with us being there.
Okay, well,
Right.
And she said something about something that was washed was going to be taken to the cleaners. And I don't know what it was, but
I hung up all her sweaters. It was 3 little sweaters. I hung them up. I didn't dry them.
we can.
okay,
I
You
washed
know
them
what?
just like
yeah.
she does.
But just leave her stuff alone.
I
To
just
make,
wanted to make a big load,
Yeah.
I was gonna wash, and we
Nancy
didn't
can
have
make
enough
copies
clothes,
of her
so
driver's
I washed
license
theirs.
stuff
It was
up
right
there.
there. That's all I did.
Yeah, and that's understandable. You may just feel like you were helping out, but they don't want that, and we gotta respect it. You know,
Yeah.
they don't want. She complained about something about getting the avocado, and when she went to get it, you had ate half of it, or something. So
Mhm.
small stuff that you may not think is okay, is anything wrong with it. They have a problem with it, and they're going back to Becky with it, and it's coming back to me.
Mhm.
So we just need to like nip everything in the bud, so you can be
Right.
comfortable over there, they can be comfortable, and they don't have that sense of feeling like their house is being invaded. So when it comes to their laundry or anything personal pertaining to them,
Just leave it.
just look at it like Jenny's their roommate, basically. That's their
Mhm.
house. They moved her there, and we're hired to provide care for her. If Ed and Marge, if their laundry and you want to help out, that's ask them. If they say that's fine, do it, but don't just do it, because she got really pissed off about that. So that's just an FYI. And then the whole thing about the pills, the hydrocodone pills missing, they have dates of that we recorded, and the dates when we match back in the system are the days you were there. So we can't say that they caught you red-handed with the pills, but we can ask you, did you take any hydrocodone
No.
pills? Have you seen them sitting out?
No.
Okay. So,
What's her name? Jenny. Jenny has hydrocodone, and Oxycontin.
Mhm.
If I was gonna take pills, when I take Jenny's, she's not gonna be able to see.
right.
Why would I take
But
somebody that can see
that's the
still?
point that they made, that they feel like with like even her what is it, Atipan that she's taking,
Ativan.
now they're thinking that you're not giving it to her. Like, are you taking it? Because like you just said, Jenny can't see. She don't know where
Right.
she's taking.
No.
But if you
Jenny knows what her Ativan is like. She feels her pills, and she knows exactly what it is. It's the little shape of a house, and she'll
Mhm.
tell you that. But she feels it.
Mhm.
And when I give her a pill, she'll say, "What was that? That was my Ativan." I tell her, "Well, that was your the little long one, levothyroxine.
Mhm.
That's your thyroid medicine." Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I'll take that one. And then I tell her, "Here's your Metropola, your heart medicine. Do you want to take it?" "No, I don't want that. Let's take it out."
But the whole point is,
Her
we
pills are
can't,
accounted
we
for.
can't.
They're
Okay, that's
all
fine.
there.
But my concern is if y'all
And I
are
don't
in the
touch
house,
nothing.
yeah,
I don't even go in their room.
You're in her bathroom because you take her showers in the bathroom.
Right.
So the pills.
I don't, but Jenny does. Jenny goes in there, But
Yeah,
we
I
just
know,
go
but
in there
like
and quit.
the pills that were in there were in the bathroom drawer. No one knows where they're at if you, unless you're
I
in the
don't
bathroom
know.
or roaming
I
around.
don't
But
know.
we're not accusing you. But I'm telling you, if you did, you, whatever you got going on, if you got an addiction or if you out here selling money, you better like drop it. Like I mean, like yesterday, because we can easily report it to the police, report it to DAS, and you'll be finished within the healthcare business. So. And that's not to be rude to you, but that's just to let you
I
know,
know,
we
Tanya.
don't know if you did it, but I'm telling you like
I'm
we
telling you, I didn't take
okay,
it.
but
Another
we're
thing,
liable.
Tanya,
But
I'm
I know, just be quiet, just listen. This is a professional level. The company is liable for anything that happens to these people,
I know.
and we have to protect our caregivers. We have to protect our clients. So
Right.
if and this is why we stress it in services.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, we have a girl right now that's being prosecuted.
Mm.
And she's about, this lady is in her 60s and she's about to get some major time. So it's not worth it.
No, of
And
course it's
even
not.
even Jenny, I mean not Jenny, but Marge and Ed said they can't say for sure. They just know that there's pills missing. But you need to know that the situation is brought to our attention, it's brought to Becky's attention. They're even gonna talk about putting cameras in the house. It shouldn't be like that. They lived in that house for 60 years. It shouldn't be where an agency's coming in and they got stuff missing.
I've never been
know,
accused
yeah.
of taking somebody's
And
medication.
that's fine.
Okay, another thing on the professional level, I don't like to tell people this or that. I'm a diabetic.
Okay.
I take medications.
Okay.
I take levothyroxine for thyroid. I take gabapentin for nerve damage pain. I take ethidolac. That's a pain killer because I have arthritis. What else do I have? High blood pressure. No, I don't take my high blood pressure. I don't have high blood pressure no more. My blood pressure's low. So you see, I cannot mix my medications with somebody else's medications.
Okay.
And
That's
I'm not a
understandable.
drug addict either.
I know, but they're looking at it like, and the thing is, this has happened before when they had a private duty person that they did not hire through an agency. They took medication and also jewelry. And so they're looking at like, oh my gosh, it's
And
about to
she
start,
leaves her
start over
jewelry
again.
laying around like,
Yeah.
you're going to take it, Sylvia?
But
And she
that's
does it
what,
on
but
purpose.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think she
No.
may, but then
She
again,
does do it
but
on
think about it.
purpose.
That's their house.
Yeah.
They want to leave a
But no,
dirty
I
drawers
worked
on the
it.
cabinet. They can, you know.
Sure.
But she
But-
probably does that just to see.
If I'm
Because
gonna
you gotta
take
you
it.
gotta remember too. They
They're
don't want
real
nobody.
sneaky,
They don't want
they're
nobody
real-
in their house. They're reluctant of
I told her
permanent 24-hour
earlier,
care.
Tanya, they were making a big deal about the damn cheese.
Yeah,
And I swear
they're
to
gonna
God,
nitpick at every little thing.
I had not even been there. I hadn't even
So-
touched her cheese. It was probably the other caregiver. But who cares? It was just cheese. Ready
But
cheese.
see, that's why like all the stuff you told Becky like about the door being unlocked, document it and send it in, because if they
They cover
call and complain,
themselves.
we'll say, oh no, wait a minute. Sylvia told us on the second he left the door
And
open.
last night it was open
You know.
about that much.
And see, that's, you know,
And if had I not gotten up to go get my water, because my mouth gets real dry when they got the heater on and all that, and I go in the middle of the night and give me water, ice water, because that's my addiction,
Yeah.
ice water.
right.
And I happened to notice over there the damn door is open again. It's unsafe. Somebody can come in the street and kill us all. And it happens. That's what's scary right there.
Right.
It's like one of the caregivers that goes there, she said, why don't they take the dog? They have a door in their room. Why don't he just take the dog out that door, right there into the patio? The dog won't go piss on the grass anyway.
Yeah.
Might as well just go do it out the back door. But no, you gotta go to the front door.
Yeah. But that's their routine. We
I'll tell you
can
what.
we can sit back and think, now why he didn't do that, but it's not our place to even suggest it. It's just not. Like, that's none of our business. If they sit around naked, that's their business. They ain't got nothing to do with us. We're there to
I don't
provide
talk
care
to them.
for
I don't
Virginia.
tell them nothing. I
But
leave them
they hear
alone.
they do hear certain conversations.
We talk,
You know,
me and her
yeah.
talk, but they're just like,
Yeah, they are. Because
They
they
are.
want to know, because for one, she's intimidated that Jenny won't talk to her on a personal level, and that she feels like she opens up more
and
to you.
Judy said,
So-
she won't talk to me. She don't ever talk to me about nothing.
But that's not
I
true.
don't like to be accused. I won't go back. I'd rather quit.
Why, if you didn't take anything?
Because I don't like that attitude. I really don't.
Well, they didn't accuse you. They just said that something's missing.
No, they didn't accuse me, but they
didn't say your name. I brought you in because of the dates.
Uh-huh.
When I would look back in the system, those are the dates you were there. They never said you took anything.
Right.
All they did was said that on this
And
day,
as far as the
this was
avocado,
missing,
she
all of
kept
that.
saying, "Oh, we gotta eat it. We gotta eat it. It's gonna get ruined. It's been there 2 weeks. The avocado's been there 2 weeks."
Okay.
She said, "We gotta use it up. We gotta use it up." Why would she say, "Oh, I went to go eat it"? Then, you know.
Well, she said she was gonna make a soup and use the avocado or something.
And it's just a few slices gone from it. I'll stop at the store and buy her one.
So.
Yesterday, I went to the store on my way back from here, and I bought the walkie-talkie so she can have a walkie-talkie and doesn't have to be screaming.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I'm in the kitchen, when I'm in the laundry room, she'll be calling out. I bought that out of my own pocket. She doesn't have any clothes. When they brought her from Wisconsin, they didn't bring no enough of clothes. She doesn't have that much clothes. And the clothes she does have is from March. March gave them to her. And Jenny says, "I don't wear that kind of clothes." So I got her some pants because she says, "What am I going to wear? What am I going to wear? I don't have no pants that fit me." She's lost a lot of weight. All her clothes are big on her. The pants just fall off.
Mm-hmm.
So I got her a little pant, a $10 pair of pants from Academy.
Mm-hmm.
They're stretchy. You know, if I didn't care about my job, you know, I wouldn't put that extra effort into it to make it work.
Right.
I really like Jenny. I want to help her out a lot, you know, a lot more than what's required of me. But they also don't help. They don't help the matter because they're awful. When they don't want to talk to you, they don't talk to you, you know. And that's okay with me.
Right.
It's okay with me.
And then the last thing that we needed to discuss is they mentioned that you had company over at the house, and you should know that that's not acceptable.
Well, it was my girlfriend that's blind.
No, they said your boyfriend came over and
my boyfriend? I don't have a boyfriend.
Your boyfriend came over and your grandchildren on Halloween.
I don't have a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend in 15 years. I don't have a boyfriend. A man hasn't been over there.
Did your son come over?
No.
And your grandchildren?
My grandchildren did on Halloween night.
I know, but you can't do that. Like, look, you signed the form stating you know the policies. Like, it's not acceptable.
I asked Ed if it was all right.
I know, but Sylvia, it don't matter.
They came to trick or treat in that neighborhood.
They're gonna tell you. Yeah, she told me it was okay. She didn't mind, but she just wanted us to know. These people, this is how they think. Like they're gonna tell you I don't care, but they're gonna report it.
They were there just 5 minutes in the foyer.
I know.
He gave them candies and they took off.
She said you had company.
Well, that's my granddaughter and my two granddaughters. She's 17 and the little baby's 1.
Okay, read number 10. What you signed?
Okay. Where are my glasses?
You want me to read it for you? It's on the bottom.
Oh, there it is. Oh, you should not have it.
And the thing is, like, these policies are into place because the same policies on there are within the contract that they signed. So they know, like, oh, well, you said no family members. Well, she had this person over. It's just little petty stuff that we look at, but we just can't have it. And they're just talking like, oh, well, Sylvia's grandchild came over here. If they're just talking like that to Becky's looking at it like, this is not professional. You told me in the contract that I signed, I'm going to pull it up. That's the first thing she'll say. I'm going to pull it up and I'll call you back. And then she starts reading it. And I'm like, well, I wasn't aware of that, but we'll discuss that also. So you just got to go by the rules that we have in place because it just all boils down to like liability.
I really did forget it.
Yeah. And
it was Halloween. I didn't think it.
And like I know.
And I talked to Ed. Is that Eddie? But okay.
But you know, Ed is demented. So come on. I mean,
well, it's
the same person you complaining about leaving doors unlocked.
I know, but Ed's a sweetheart.
He is sweet. I enjoy talking to him when I'm over there.
He's funny and everything. But I'll bet it was Marge.
Yeah, it was Marge.
You see?
Yeah.
But besides that,
I shouldn't have done that.
I mean, over there, you already know that they're already on eggshells about somebody even being in their home. So you got to go over the top. If you got to tiptoe around them, I mean, just do it. And just be mindful of any of the little things. Anything, just say, oh, if I do this, they gonna think this. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, it's like they're looking for a reason almost,
To
and
not have
and you're
care for
there,
her.
and she's close to you. She talks to you. So I
Mhm.
mean, if you are doing it, stop. If you're not doing it, then just keep looking
Continue
over.
doing- yeah.
Continue doing what you're doing, but just be on your guards, like big time. Cause I know I'm pretty sure it's a nice place, and Jenny is wonderful, and you like working there. You done all that stuff. So I mean,
If Ed and
it's
Marge went there,
something.
you know that'd be the perfect. Well, because she wouldn't have to deal with thinking that they're trying to put her out.
But you know,
know,
it's
yeah.
not a big, luxurious house.
No,
you know.
you can hear, you know, living room, you can hear what's going on in the
Yeah.
room.
It,
But you just got to be mindful.
everything
because,
in there is old,
You just gotta be.
Yeah.
about 60 years old. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's not a luxurious, beautiful
Mhm.
house.
But to them, this
That-
may be the way we look at it. But
Yeah.
even like when you did the interview, how they were acting, how they were back and forth, not knowing.
At
I
the
mean,
hospital,
they're
you
still
do- yeah.
they're still like that times
Right.
1,000.
Mhm.
So just really, really, really be in your P's and Q's. You know the do's and don'ts. Even though we may not see, whatever you do, they gonna tell us.
Mhm. And
Yeah.
like
They
I said, it could be
think-
stuff we don't think about. I'm like, huh? Then all of a sudden, if
I
Marge
know.
is yapping to Becky, and I know you hear her on the phone with Becky, she's loud. She
Mhm.
talks loud.
Yeah.
And she's
I don't
just
pay
talking.
attention to her 'cause they just talk,
Yeah,
talk,
but they're
talk,
just
talk,
communicating, and she's not thinking. And then, but
their
Becky,
niece was
you
over
know,
there last night.
yeah.
Her name was Claire. She took her a big giant cowbell, and then she's bringing in a lady that's going
Mhm.
to work with
Yeah,
with,
Jenny.
Jenny. Off the clock. This woman is a professional teacher for blind, and she's
Mhm.
going to work. She's agreed to work with her off the clock and not get paid.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, that's really great.
Mhm.
And even like I know like sometimes you stay like extended periods, but if like with your grandkids, just call us and say, hey, I asked them, they said it's okay. I'm just double check with us. That way
Mhm.
we can just say, well, we talked to Sylvia and Ed, they said it was okay. That way we're just trying to make sure all of our butts are covered, because when it
Yeah.
comes
Right.
back to us and we don't know, it's like, huh? But we have some clients that don't mind that
Yeah.
the live-ins, you know, have company, or if someone swings by, but the caregivers know to just call and give us a heads up, and
No.
we just verify it.
I know not
You know.
to bring them into the house. I swear to God, I do not bring my family into the house. I've seen it before. I've experienced it. I don't want to go through that shit.
Right.
I really don't.
You just gotta cover your
But
butt.
my little granddaughter, like I said, she's only one, and Ed gave her candy right there in the foyer on the holiday week. And that's all. And we took pictures, and she took off.
And see, they made it seem like you had company. She said your boyfriend came over one day.
I swear to God, I don't know what
So,
I don't know what they're talking about.
I mean, you just got to be mindful of
Yeah.
what you do, because they're looking at it. Marge and Ed are looking at it one way. When they relate to Becky,
yeah, it
That's a
comes out
whole-
something completely different.
Well,
They-
the yard man came in,
Yes.
and he was there in the living room. Maybe she's getting.
It
And
could
me and
have
him,
been
we were
him.
talking.
Seen that.
He's a very nice gentleman, elderly too. He's probably about 60.
Maybe that's who she thought was
Very
your
handsome
boyfriend.
man. I guess. I don't know.
I mean, you got to be on your P's and Q's. I
Like,
mean,
he
now,
was
If the yard man be like, oh, Marge, this is, you know, your yard man. Reminder.
Well, she passed
Or-
by, didn't even say hi
See?
or anything.
And
And
she
said,
thought it was your
"Oh."
boyfriend.
You know, she.
Tanya, one
You-
second. Just a
you got to
minute.
really be
One
on your
second.
P's and Q's, because something could be.
And you're
Said that's
copying
not.
from
So that's
the-
and
So-
when
so-
I tell you,
yeah.
they did not they didn't say your name. They just
Mm-mm.
said that it was a concern and that they had it before, and then they gave me the dates, and then I came back and I was like, well, Sylvia was there on those dates, but we talked to
Yeah,
you,
she's one
even
of
the
our
girl Patricia
caregivers.
that was there,
She
even
was
Marilyn.
working.
Like we just asked everybody, like,
For,
did you see any pills? Did you take any
no.
pills? So, but we brought you in to be like, you the one that's there.
She
And they
was
like you. They
until-
they don't complain. They compliment your work ethic. They say you're a hard worker. They never see you just sitting around, laying around. Like they're like, I don't know who took it, but we had some pills missing, and they wrote the dates. After the first date, Ed said he thought Marge misplaced them. The second date, she was like, no, let me write this. So she wrote it in a little book.
One day,
So-
Marge asked me, Sylvia, can you help me count these pills? Girl, she had like 20 different kinds of pills. These are her everyday pills in one big jar.
That's
All
something
her
that-
medications are all of them. There's red ones, pink ones,
But
white
see,
ones, square ones.
Even on that day when you did that, you may not think
No,
about it.
I
but
didn't count 'em.
I mean, no, like
I
if-
didn't count them because I told her
But let me let
I
you
can't
speak
see
to
what
Tanya, 'cause
was
she
what.
may
I
be
said, I don't have
going
my
on.
glasses.
But if you
One
were
second.
to, just send us a text. Hey, March.
do that.
I know, but I'm saying if you were to say, hey, she wants me to help. That way,
Mhm.
whatever.
No, you need to take this.
I didn't touch none of her crap.
Right.
I said, hell.
It's her name is.
I told her I didn't have my glasses
She's
before.
calling from Chase Bank
Uh-huh.
regarding some money being paid out to Angela Thompson from Afternoon.
Yeah, I told her I don't have my glasses on. I can't see that stuff.
But like in that little stuff, just I mean, just don't even think. Just let us know, cause I mean, we know where you are. We know the circumstances surrounding everything. So just shoot us a text and say, hey, she doing this. I mean, not it's just to cover yourself first of
Yeah.
all, because I
Well, I'm
mean,
telling you that day, I said, I can't do that. All that shit together. I don't even know what the hell you got in there.
see something like
You're
that.
not supposed to handle
And I said, not at all. I
medication
mean,
with
not
your
at all.
fingers. Did you know that?
He heard us.
But I
we
mean,
were actually
even with
heard
that,
him and,
if we would have
through
known
the
that,
state,
like going in,
because,
like talking to
he lives by
Becky,
himself, and
cause
APS got involved.
then
And
related
that
to
lady like
Becky,
that?
she's
Yeah,
like,
he had a
she
stroke.
like Tanya.
So we were
Like,
about
you know what I'm
we were
saying? Just like
practically
real,
so
I mean, cut to the point
employed
straight. You know, I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
she's a real smart ass.
She's a lawyer, so that's why. Yeah, so now you see.
I didn't know she
So
was a
that was
lawyer.
his caregiver.
But she knows her
and she worked about
medication shit.
4 hours Monday through Friday for him.
Jenny told me. Jenny
And
told
he
me, she
paid
said
us.
something.
He pays the
That lady
agency,
right
and
there
we pay our
will fight
employees,
to
which
the
is
tooth.
Angela.
Don't mess with Becky. That's what Jenny told me. So you know what? I stay away from her. I don't talk to her.
Right. So
I don't
just,
tell
I
her
mean,
nothing.
just
I even called y'all and tell y'all her
How much was
appointment
the check
date so that
for?
y'all can tell her because she wants to know.
Did,
I
cause
don't tell her.
does it say like anything on the
I'll
memo or
mess with
anything
her.
like that?
But she
It-
was talking
it
on
was
the phone
cashed
with Jenny.
by
She
her?
was being very smart at it.
And I can tell you right now, let me pull this file. Hold on, okay?
But she finished me. I gotta get back. What do you? I like your hair. Thank you. Wish I could do my hair like that curly.
I'm fine. I'm
never
done.
know.
Sylvia,
She
you don't have any
done.
more
Okay,
questions?
honey.
You're good.
All right. I'll
Just-
talk to
Just watch your back.
right.
Hell
That's
yeah.
it.
you know it.
But be careful going back. Okay.
Your prayers. You want your prayers?
Hell yeah. Especially since I got money right now. Last week I would
I
have
can tell
left
you
it.
right now, he's only paid
Broke as shit. Y'all got over here good.
No, all of the checks, and actually,
I know.
the first check that I received from him, which was his initial
Bye.
deposit for the services, he paid for 2 weeks up front. He made that out to at-home personal care. And that was back in September for $350.